speeds,
camera speed, and market.
Levi's symptoms at first, there weren't very many. He didn't bruise, he didn't fever. The symptoms that you should have expected, he didn't show.
I came back from a deployment, and when I saw Levi, I kind of thought that maybe something wasn't well. He was much paler than when I last remember him. So was I, because my submarine didn't get a lot of sunlight. I noticed he was a lot more lethargic, and I thought, maybe he wasn't eating enough. I didn't really understand what was going on.
We went into the pediatrician, and immediately she just saw him and said, "Oh no, something's wrong." And we went to the PICU the very same day. The PICU doctors said they had never seen blood levels that low in a kid, and he shouldn't have been able to walk.
And within 27 minutes, they were talking about cancer. They were saying, "Hey, we need to be ready for the big word of cancer."
And they had him receiving transfusions within the hour.
So we were hospitalized for 30 days, and the biggest thing on my mind was bringing joy to him. Really just, how can we make this not the scariest thing in the world?
The pain in his legs had become so severe, treating the bone marrow, that he had to be carried. And the physical therapist kept coming and asking him to move his legs, regain some muscle control, and he was so scared of pain he didn't even want to try. So as I would carry him past the window, he had the most perfect view of the lake at the hospital. And he said, "Mom, I want to go fishing with my dad at the lake." So me being all clever, I said, "Well then, Levi, you're going to have to learn how to walk." And he did. He started just practicing standing for 1 second, and then he would stand on the escalator, and then he started walking himself to the bathroom, and then he finally made it where he could walk out of the wagon we rolled him around in down to the lake, and he got to fish with his dad at the lake.
The pond really meant the other world that we were kind of taken away from. It was an escape from the victim mentality of, man, this is it. There's nothing else really here. It meant a lot to him to know that was there still at the end of the journey through all the hardships.
On the day of his diagnosis, they said, "By the way, Levi qualifies for Make-A-Wish." He got the call, and we're like, wow, he already went fishing with his dad at the lake. And I was thinking it might be a challenge for Levi to come up with a wish idea, a 4-year-old, but he already knew. He just said, "Mom, I don't want to live in the hospital anymore. I want to sleep outside." I said, "Oh, Levi, you can sleep outside. It's called camping." Levi said, "That's my wish. I want to go camping with my dad."
We got a Sylvan Sport Go, and it's this small trailer. The stands pop up all the way and they come out flat, so you can have a king-and-a-half size bed. When you put the king-and-a-half, there's that bottom portion of the trailer that's kind of open, and he has like a little place to hide and play like his castle or dungeon games there.
Outdoors fun is something our family has always enjoyed, but with 3 little kids, we've limited it to day hikes and just going to the beach for a few hours. We hadn't pushed ourselves to actually do the dreams that we had, and he made it possible. He pushed us past our hesitations and our excuses, pushed us past the fears of a crying baby, cold weather, whatever it was, and we now live in the moment. We're purposely finding joy and memories because we can and because we should, and Levi has given us a reason to, and Make-A-Wish has made that possible.
He kind of leads the whole expedition, which has been really great, because a lot of his hospital visits, things are happening to him with these camping trips. He likes to get out there, and he is doing the things, and it's been really great for him. He loves actually splitting wood. Don't tell my wife, but he gets the axe and he splits the wood. We build a fire, and he immediately wants to make s'mores. He takes charge. He's got to show you how to make a s'more.
Well, first you'll work the marshmallow, then you get one grab, put this one on it, and then put a chocolate there, and put a brown pepper back off.
I am really proud of him for just getting through one of the toughest things that anybody could suffer through.
Everybody needs a reason to live, a motivation to move on, and especially for little kids who can't see far into the future, just their natural development. These wishes are their reason to move forward. It's their inspiration and the fire behind them taking their medicine each day, taking a deep breath before anesthesia, something that terrifies them. These wishes make all the difference in helping them recover.
Thank you for making my wish come true.